Yes, I'm Jamaican. Whole heap of people don't believe me. Them don't believe I come from Jamaica because I'm Chinese. But what a lot of American people don't know is whole heap of Chinese people come from Jamaica. Whole heap of them, all over the place. So that's the first thing. Second thing is, yes, even though I'm Jamaican, I don't smoke weed. Everybody, first thing I tell them, if that I come from Jamaica, them say, you smoke weed? I don't smoke weed. It's even illegal in Jamaica to smoke weed, believe it or not.
All right, mommy. Some people are confused when you said you're Jamaican but full Chinese. Can you clarify for them?
All right, don't be confused. All right, I'm Jamaican, full stop. But my parents were born in China, so I am Chinese and full Chinese, no mix.
Shiny man, talk again.
Big up, big up, big up.
I feel the blood
I
clean.
am born.
Are you man?
Yeah, man, yes, I'm a farmer.
You born in Jamaica? So you have the accents lock put on to yourself.
But they're on the right people, them.
Oh, okay, so you like, don't you?
I'm a place there, you know.
You see? I am born.
Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channels. Kindly for watching me for the first time, make sure you subscribe, like, share and comment. So guys, in today's video I want us to watch the video of Chinese living in Jamaica and also Jamaican Chinese and Chinese speaking patois language. So kindly guys, let's watch this video until the end and then I'll come back with more reaction.
Repository of experiences. He is one of the oldest living members of the Indian community in Jamaica. During a meeting with the Indian High Commissioner to Jamaica, His Excellency R. Massaquoi, Mr. Ragbeef opened the book on the rich historic and cultural life of his family's journey to Jamaica from India in 1907 and his own experiences growing up and raising a family in Jamaica.
My father had some friend, and they want the friends and pay do what you know what I mean, and then follow them friends and come to Jamaica. And when they come to Jamaica now, the people who employ them have them different places. My father went in St. Mary. Now my father used to do agriculture in India and know the banana tree, how to plant and all them things there. So they like him because he know the routines. And he did well. After that, in 1920 or 920, some came to Kingston Pen and called the place Kingston Pen because the whole Indians live there. You know what I mean?
He went to school in Kingston for a short while.
My father never had no money to send me to high school, so I went to learn trade. And how I get a trade, there was a gentleman, Dr. Varma. He was the president of the East Indian Association because these people then form a society. And we have most big people who understand, they start to cooperate with the Indians them.
He got married and had 8 children of his own.
You never wish to go back to India and visit there.
Well,
Now you are 93.
what really happened,
yeah,
I have relative go to India
yeah.
and them invited me.
hmm
But because of my work, I have 8 children.
What were you doing actually in your younger
I'm a
time?
machinist,
Oh, okay,
you understand?
okay.
I went to work 1944
Mm.
and the place closed at 207.
Mm.
One place I work right through.
While sharing photographs, the retired machinist who worked at KIG for over 50 years took great care to pass on the knowledge of his parents' homeland, India, their cultural mores, values, and the contribution of the Indian community to Jamaica's development.
The life story of Indian in general. What they used to do in India passed on to me. You understand?
The inclusion of the East Indians into Jamaica would enrich and expand the local tapestry. They were the first to successfully grow rice in Jamaica, establishing the island's first successful rice mill in the 1890s. They continue to influence the fields of medicine, agriculture, manufacturing, in-bond businesses, and sports. They introduced a range of spices, including curry powder, to Jamaican cuisine. Traditional Indian foods like curry goat, curried potatoes, eggplant, butter chicken, and roti have been steeped and infused into the national cuisine.
My mother always cooked dal, tarkari, Irish potato, which is hollow, string bean, long peas, generally these things.
And I spoke to your brother Jason, and I asked him, what is it to, to come from such a rich legacy and line, such as Aunt Marie, your grandfather Harry, Uncle Charlie. How do you say the last brother?
My last brother is
Gimzai, and then Albert. Knowing what you know, what are your thoughts?
Well, I feel honored. Actually, not a lot of people get to experience, two cultures, and to have Aunt Marie, our legacy, our legend here, to be able to tell us stories about what our family experienced back then. It's heartbreaking to hear what she has to go through, and sometimes when she's telling the story, she gets very emotional, which gets us emotional, but I think it's a story that needs to be told so that we can, continue this for generations to come. So, I feel honored to be a part of this family, to hear the story and to share it with my kids. And my youngest, Riley, who's 8 years old, she gets super excited when she's around Aunt Marie. Aunt Marie loves her.
That's nice.
Just to be able to, share
that's a great
stories.
Connection. You're bridging the gap, right?
Anytime Aunt Marie comes here, she's like, "Where's my girl Riley? Where's my girl Riley?"
right.
So no, I feel
and you're blessed, and I have to say,
I'm
because
blessed,
Aunt Marie at 96
this month.
Jesus, happy birthday in advance. And bless you. To be cognizant, aware, and have all of your faculties like that is such a blessing to hand down generationally. And I want to thank you for sharing this story with us. And I'm going to come back after.
Then, this now is the twist which I don't understand. They usually say 9 nights before the body raise, and start walk the earth. That is the same. However, when my father died, the following day, he dreamt me, or had a dream about him. And I said, Daddy, what are you doing here? You know what I mean? I couldn't understand. I said, what are you really doing here? It's not 9 days yet after you're dead. So what are you doing here? And he said, this guy, young guy, helped me to cross over. Right? So how is everybody? How is everything? That's what he said to me.
Right.
I said, everything good. He said, Charmaine, William. He said, everything is fine. And then I said, who is this guy? Who is this young person? You're not supposed to cross over so soon. And he said, oh, you don't know him. But he helped me cross over. That is the following day after he died. Right? So I said, okay, fine. I didn't want to say, boy, Daddy, what you doing here and you're dead or you passed? Because Jamaican old time saying, say, when you dream somebody and you say to them, what you doing here? You're dead or you passed, right? So I try my best not to say, you're not supposed to be because you passed already. So I never say it at all. So one day, I was talking to Uncle Charlie, who passed on April the 15th, 2024. This year Uncle Charlie passed. And Uncle Charlie had some pictures. And I'm looking at the pictures. And I said, oh my God, that's the guy I saw in the dream, that young guy. That is the guy. And Daddy wouldn't tell me who he is. And Uncle Charlie said, that's our brother Albert. When they dropped the bomb and everybody disappeared and we never see Albert again, Him said, that's Albert. I said, but that's the guy I saw in the dream.
Wow.
That's him.
Wow.
So, Aunt Marie, it's Albert that allowed him to cross over one day after we buried him.
Wow.
I saw him exactly the picture Uncle
And
Charlie
you had never seen him
I
before?
have never seen Albert in my life. I don't know
Wow.
who he is, what he looks like, nothing. Uncle Charlie just had some old pictures.
Right.
And I was just, going through it and him showing me some things going back way back when.
Right, of course.
And I saw the picture. I said, who is this young guy?
Right.
Who is this guy? Him looked like him maybe was about 12 years old. Something very,
So that
very
had to be a
young.
picture from China.
Yes, it's a picture. I think, what the picture? No, I wanted you, Daddy, Uncle Charlie, when they were younger, right? But Albert, never had a picture of him, never saw him in my life.
Wow.
But I saw him the day after we buried Daddy.
We're here from creation, all of us. Through the love of the Creator. And because of the energy, create matter. So that's how we come to evolve to be like this on Earth. But when you check in families, your bloodline and all that, I'm not saying it don't matter, but it's more a spiritual thing now. Like maybe first time it used to matter where you come from or this or that. But for me right now, is accepting everyone as an energy, a spirit. So I don't put a label. So I don't label people from where they come from or what religion or anything. Just deal with them as, But as for me, I just here for a time, just like all of us, we're on our journey. And growing up in Jamaica as a Chinese Jamaican was different because I found that I was more privileged than most of my friends. But I didn't know prejudice until I came to the United States. We just used to, share everything and, play with each other and stuff like that. But, the older you get into the world and then everybody split up. But for me, I just keep the connection with the memories, the experience that we share with each other. And even if your matter is not here, the energy is still here, So that's why, as an Earth family, we're all Earth people. So the Earth family is people who really love themselves, care about themselves, and just want to free up, free up. And if everybody could live free, they wouldn't want sadness. For me, you can't say who right, who wrong. It's just either you choose happiness or you choose sadness. So like I say, it's not good or bad. It's either you choose to be happy or you choose to be sad. You know what I mean? So put them things in music for just, Yeah. But, yeah, man. Life is precious, Like a gift. In the present moment is now, This is the ever-living life. This consciousness that we have here. And it's just that we're in this third dimension. But it's more than that, I know it's a higher, a creator. But they want to call him God or Anunnaki or, aliens or whatever. Because God is an alien, when you check it out. And don't live on Earth, so it's an extraterrestrial, right? So they always tell us to look up to the heaven. Heaven is right here, You create your own heaven. Like the man made a world, and from ever since this world have power to control people and in every nation, no? So you have to create your own world, to live in if you want happiness, You have to go in yourself and create what's inside of you instead of looking on the YouTubes and the nice Netflix thing, Hollywood, and creating that inside of you. But you need to go inside of you and create what's inside of you to put out, just like them, you know. I know Hollywood star, right? Merlin the magician. His wand was made out of a tree named Holly. So Hollywood, you know. When I went to France, I learned that. I was in Britannia, so I saw these nice big trees. I said, hey, to the promoter, hey, what kind of trees? I said, hey, they're holly trees. I said, holly? Holy or holly? I said, holly. I said, holly? I never, at the time I didn't hear about holly trees, you know. And he said, and he was boasting like, hey, that's where Merlin the magician got his wand. That was like in the early 90s.
Chinese Jamaican pops with his story.
Yeah. I'm glad to take it off, you know, because when me not go race, you know, my car that blow off the color, you know. Hey, what a wicked man, man. Hey, how you say so? You say, yeah. Hey, so you're lucky. Me no mind you take off the color because, you know, me not save you all that money because come off anyway. Me not blow it off with my car. Yes, sir, you used to have sound system back in it. When I my set, you know. Yeah. Me make Rasta man dance folk, you know. Back in the day. Yeah. First Macintosh I have. Yeah, man. Rasta man. You gotta make Rasta man dance folk enough when me have to keep down. So me are not ordinary man.
What a lucky thing say with the America look green card. Mommy, what would have happened if they send me back to China?
We're not dead.
That's all my father them when they wake up themselves. Joe sing good morning.
Oh yeah?
And they say Shak Chow is breakfast.
Breakfast.
Me not know no more Chinese language, period. Anybody want to say me know it? Yes, me know it, but me not talking it. I know what I know. When she got China, she know not much either.
Talk to him again.
He in China.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, bye.
Chinese man with a Jamaican and African accent.
Hello. So many of you think that my voice don't match my face. And maybe you think when you see a Chinese man like me, you think to yourself, this is what he's supposed to sound like. But this is not true. This is not true at all. Like, this is how I sound when I'm talking normally, right? Do I talk patois all the time? No. When I'm at work, yes, because when I speak proper English, people not understand me, right? It's hard for me talk proper English and people don't make me repeat myself. So it's like, it's just better for me, just chat patois when I'm there at work. So, yeah, I just said that, you see me? But brothers and sisters, if you want me to do a fake accent for you, I can do. Yes, I can sound like I am from Africa. Maybe. I was not born there. I have no blood from there. But they are my brothers too. Yes, we are all a part of the human race. So maybe one of my ancestors, maybe they were from Africa. Maybe we are all from Africa. I don't know. But this is the only fake accent you will hear. My Jamaican accent, it's real. So, yeah. I like that. Have a good day now.
Hello guys, welcome back. Hope you have watched a very powerful message from Chinese Jamaicans and also Jamaicans Chinese. So you can ask yourself how it comes a Chinese are speaking patois language. Most of people are confused about these Chinese Jamaicans and Jamaicans Chinese. You find that Chinese were taken, Chinese were taken during the early slavery to Jamaicans. So those Chinese, their whole life are in Jamaicans. And also Jamaicans Chinese. So Jamaicans Chinese, they are the one that are migrants from China because of the business in Jamaicans. And we also have the Chinese who are now trending because they are the one who are going just for doing a business in Jamaica, and that's made the Donald Trump wanted to cut ties with Chinese. So those are the difference between Chinese Jamaicans and Jamaica Chinese. So you can find that Jamaican has a very interesting language called Patois language. So this language is the most loved language in Jamaicans, and most of people now across the world are speaking Patois language, and this is just a unique language to Jamaicans. Also, this language has even translated a Bible to a Patois language. We have also seen Kamala Harris speaking a Patois language. We have seen Donald Trump reading Bible in Patois language. So it's a language that is the most loved language, and it's a unique language in across now the world. And Chinese are speaking Patois language. So those Chinese that are speaking a Patois language, they were taken there as endeavors from China. That's why they are speaking that language. So they have spent Jamaica for whole life. They have a family in Jamaica. All things are in Jamaica, and most of people are now confusing how those Chinese and the investors who are coming to Jamaica. So there's big difference between Chinese who are the investors and those Chinese who are living in Jamaica. And also you can see that you have the Jamaicans Chinese. So Jamaican Chinese, those are Chinese that were born in Jamaica. So they were crew in Jamaica, and they don't know any other language, but the language that they know is the Patois language. So this language have been used across all over the world because it's a language that's been used by this reggae music. That's why the reggae music normally sing in Patois language, and it has really attracted attention across all over the world. People across the world is now loving Patois language, and they have started singing that Patois language. And Jamaicans, I love Jamaica because Jamaica is our brothers from Caribbean. Because I'm here in Motherlands, and Jamaica were taken from Africa through slavery from West Africa. So they are just my brothers and sisters. And Jamaica is just a small Caribbean with approximately under 6 million population. You can find that the actually population of Jamaicans living in Jamaica is approximately 2.8 million, and over 3 million are living outside Jamaica. So it's just a small island, but most people love Jamaica because of their accent, because of they have the reggae music, they have the athletics, they have that language. So most of people really love Jamaica. We have seen a lot of people now migrated to Jamaica, living Jamaica, because Jamaica is the one of the most tourist attraction center across all over the world. We have seen a lot of people spending their holiday in Jamaica. We have seen a lot of people coming to Jamaica, and that's made them to be the most loved country. And do you know what? Jamaica is the only country that hasn't have a red and white color in their flag. That made Jamaica to be a unique country. So kindly, guys, Chinese are speaking patois language, and I want let me see reaction in comment section about just say hi in patois language. So kindly for watching me for the first time, make sure you subscribe, like, share, and comment. See you later. I'll back later with more comment.